I am Dr. S.T.K. Sridevi, Associate Professor of Botany, Sri Sharda College for Women, Autonomous Salem 16. Today, we are going to discuss about classification of amino acids. Before discussing in detail about amino acids and its classification, let us know what is an amino acid. Amino acid is a building blocks of proteins, or it is also known as the fundamental unit of proteins. These amino acids are nothing but organic compounds which contains two functional groups. One is an amino group and the other one is carboxyl group. These amino acids are found in the form of an amino acid pool in the cytoplasm. The amino group of an amino acid is basic in nature and this carboxyl group is acidic in nature. They are naturally present within the cell. And these amino acids have a general structure. In its structure, it has a central alpha carbon which has been linked with 4 different kinds of atoms. Say for example, at one end it is associated with carboxyl group and the other end it is associated with amino acid group. And the other two ends are occupied by hydrogen atom and side chain respectively. Next is classification of amino acids. The classification of amino acids can be made by different school of thoughts, and there are certain criteria which have to be followed while classifying these amino acids. So what are the criteria to be applied while classifying the amino acids? Include structure and chemical nature of amino acids, nutrition or importance of nutrition, and third is metabolic activity or metabolic fate. By applying one of the 3 criteria, we can classify the amino acids. First, based on the structure and chemical nature of amino acids. The amino acids get classified into 7 different groups, such as aliphatic amino acids with hydroxyl groups, sulfur containing amino acids, acidic amino acids, basic amino acids, aromatic amino acids, and amino acids. So all these 7 groups of amino acids are classified based on its chemical structure and chemical nature. Aliphatic amino acids. These aliphatic amino acids are having hydrocarbon side chains, and these amino acids are nonpolar and they are hydrophobic. These amino acids have a side chain made up of carbon and hydrogen. Example for this aliphatic amino acids includes glycine, alanine, valine, leucine, and isoleucine. This glycine is a very simple amino acid which has an alpha carbon, contains a carboxyl group and amino group which is linked with an hydrogen atom. The next amino acid is alanine. The hydrogen atom is replaced by a methyl group. In valine, the methyl group is replaced by a carbon with 2 carboxyl groups. Then leucine is slightly advanced than valine, which has an additional carbon side chains. Isoleucine has one more methyl group added in its side chain. Then the second is amino acids with hydroxyl groups. These amino acids with hydroxyl groups means it has a hydroxyl group in the side chain. Example for hydroxyl group amino acid is serine and threonine. Next is sulfur containing amino acids. Sulfur containing amino acids, example cysteine and methionine, they contain a sulfur atom in its side chain. Cysteine is abbreviated as CYS and methionine is abbreviated as MET. Normally, the name of the amino acid is abbreviated by using the first three letters. That's why cysteine has CYS, methionine has MET. The next group of amino acids is acidic amino acids. These amino acids have a carboxyl group in its side chain. Example, aspartic acid, glutamic acid. In addition to the carboxyl group of the common amino acid, it contains one more carboxyl group, makes this amino acid more acidic. That's why these two amino acids have been named as acidic amino acids. And these acidic amino acids also have an amide form, aspartic acid as aspartate and glutamic acid as in the form of glutamate. Next is basic amino acids. Basic amino acids are a class of amino acids which are characterized by having a positively charged side chains at its physiological pH. Example, lysine and arginine. These amino acids are having one more amino group along with the common carboxyl group and amino group. That's why these amino acids, lysine and arginine, are very basic. That's why these amino acids are called basic amino acids. Next is aromatic amino acids. Aromatic amino acids have a special benzene ring in the side chain. Because of this property, these amino acids have special aroma and these are named as aromatic amino acids. Example for aromatic amino acids are histidine, phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. All these four aromatic amino acids are important in protein structure. These amino acids are precursor for a number of important bioactive molecules. Next is amino acids. These amino acids are not the standard amino acid, and this amino acid is very important in making a protein structure because they introduce a bends or kinks in their polypeptide chain, affecting its final conformation. They differ from a standard amino acid by having a secondary amine instead of primary amine. Because of this property, this amino acid is called as amino acid instead of amino acid. Example, proline. And this is abbreviated as PRO. Next is selenocysteine. Actually, it is the 21st naturally occurring amino acid, and it is said to be the 21st amino acid of the biological system. It plays a crucial role in various biological processes, primarily a functional element in the selenoprotein. And at the same time, it is not one of the standard 20 amino acids. And the selenocysteine is incorporated into a few rare proteins during translation of the mRNA by the ribosomes. As it is a 21st amino acid in translation and it has an anticodon complementary to the UGA codon, and it is located in the active sites of enzymes that practiced in oxidation reduction reaction. These includes glutathione peroxidase, thyrodoxine reductase, and it is an essential amino acid for humans and other vertebrates. Regarding its uses, it is a fundamental amino acid for cellular process and regulation of overall metabolic rate. And pyrolysin. This is the 22nd amino acid, and this was discovered by Joseph Kosicki and Michael Chan along with their research team discovered in the year 2000 as a 22nd amino acid. Regarding its chemical structure, look at this image. This pyrolysin consists of a lysine backbone. It has a lysine amino acid as a backbone with 4-methylpyrrolin 5-carboxylate group attached to the 5 amino group. That is the amino group in the 5th position. And this amino acid is encoded by the UAG codon, which is typically a stop codon that everybody knows. And regarding its biosynthesis, this pyrolysin is synthesized from 2 lysine molecules, and this process involves a radical SAM enzyme. So, this pyrolysin amino acid can be synthesized by in vivo method of joining 2 molecules of L-lysine. The function of pyrolysin is it is an essential amino acid for methanogenic enzymes in some archaea. And this pyrolysin is charged to the cognate transfer RNA and transfer RNA pyrolase by specific pyrolysin transfer RNA synthetase. Next is uses of pyrolysin. This pyrolysin activates and optimally orienting methylamine for methyl transfer to the cobalt ion of a cognate corinoid protein. This 22nd genetically encoded amino acid pyrolysin plays a unique role in the stages of growth of methanogens on mono, di and trimethylamines by activating the methyl group of these substrates for transfer to a corinoid cofactor. And this is a second type of classification based on the nutritional requirements of amino acids. Based on this, the total amino acids, that is the 20 amino acids, are divided into 2 distinct groups as essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. The essential amino acids cannot be made or cannot be synthesized by the human body. As a result, they must have taken from our diet or from the food. The essential amino acids are arginine, histidine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan and valine. So these essential amino acids are very much needed for our body, for our sustainability, for our growth and reproduction. second group of amino acids are named as non-essential amino acids because these amino acids can be made or can be synthesized by our body, so it is not essential to take from the human diet. So the non-essential amino acids include alanine, asparagine, aspartic acid, cysteine, glutamic acid, glutamine, glycine, and proline. And the third type of classification is based on metabolic fate or metabolic activity. Based on this criterion, all the 20 amino acids are categorized into 3 different groups such as glycogenic amino acids, ketogenic amino acids, both glycogenic or glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids. First, glycogenic amino acids. These group of amino acids can be converted into glucose through gluconeogenesis. Examples: alanine, serine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, and others. Then the second group of amino acids are ketogenic amino acids. From the name itself, we can very well understand that these amino acids can be converted into ketone bodies. Example: leucine and lysine. And the third group of amino acids are glycogenic and ketogenic amino acids, which means they can be converted into both glucose and ketone bodies. Examples: isoleucine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, and tyrosine. So, the amino acids are a class of natural substances and it is neutral in charge because it contains both positive and negatively charged molecules, so that are separated chemically primarily due to their amphilytic characteristics. The amino acids are biochemically due to their role as protein components from other natural compounds. These amino acids are carboxylic acids with a specific stereochemistry and an aliphatic primary amino group in the location of the carboxyl group. So, the proteins are biosynthesized from 20 different amino acids in a genetically controlled system. As a result, we can very well say that amino acids are the fundamental building blocks of proteins. So, by using these 20 different amino acids, different kinds of proteins, almost thousands of proteins are synthesized in the organelle called ribosomes. So, the protein structure and its synthesis is very much complex and complicated because of these amino acids. Thank you for patient listening and hope you have understand what are amino acids, what are the criteria to be followed while classifying the amino acids, and there are 3 different types of classifications, and how these amino acids are integrated to form a protein structure. Thank you.